Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Today I'm alone without Natalie. She is busy with about some different things, and today I'm going to tell you about major arcans in tarot cards. So to begin with, the deck of tarot cards consists of 78 different cards. From them, 22 are Arcana Major and 56 are Arcana Minor. So today there are the main difference between Major Arcan and Minor Arcan is that Major arcans, they show like the big notions, the stages of our lives, the stages of our personal development, while Arcana Minor show like some kind of everyday situations. And Arcana Minor can be changed very easily and very fast. For example, they can be changed like in one day or even less. While Major Arcana, if you make a tarot reading, and in tarot reading you have a lot of Arcana Major, that means that this situation is very, very important for you. So today I have decided to make for you a video about Arcana Major. So as I have said, there are 22 of them. And I have, as I told in previous videos, I have 4 different tarot decks. Among them there is a classical Rider-Waite deck, the magical tarot deck. Actually it was my first deck, and also I have like very light tarot, the tarot of light seers, and some kind of dark tarot is the Deviant Moon tarot. But today the analysis of Major Arcana for tarot cards I will make for you, comparing cards from 2 different decks. They are like more classical, so it's a classical Rider-Waite deck. I think everyone have heard about this deck because it's the most famous, it's the most classical one, and if someone wants to start learning tarot, I will strongly advise to start exactly from this deck, Tarot of Rider-Waite. And Magical Tarot is really is based also on this deck, but the style of painting is a bit different, as this Magical Tarot was actually my first deck, and I started learning tarot exactly on this very deck. So, and I will start telling you about Arcana Major in tarot cards. So, 0, everything starts from 0. You see here is like 0, you see 0, and here is also 0. So both of these decks are in Russian language because it's my native language, but this channel is in English, so I will translate everything for you into English. So the 0 Arcana is called the Fool. So look at him. Look at him in 2 different decks. He's walking, he doesn't actually know where he goes. He has only really very few things with him. Look here, it's everything what he has. And he doesn't know where, he doesn't see where he goes. Actually, he's very close to falling down. And only this little white dogs helps him not to fall down. So this fool is actually can be everyone of us at the beginning of his or her path. When we start something, we don't know where we go. We have some ideas, we have some wishes, but we don't know where to go and what to do, and we just go. And when we see this card in our tarot reading, it means that the situation is absolutely new for us, absolutely, and we need to start from the new page. Sometimes as a description, when we do a description of a person, this card can mean either that the person Sometimes it can be like not a very serious person, very light person without any some kind of gravity, without something, some bad thoughts, like completely new person. But sometimes no, each tarot card has both positive and negative meaning, and we can understand if it's positive or negative meaning. We just judging of cards in the neighborhood or like a question. So sometimes this fool can be not serious person, but sometimes it can be the person like very creative, very artistic, also with a good sense of humor, and a person who wants to start something new. Sometimes actually this fool can actually mean like direct meaning. It can be actually the fool. So this card has really a lot of meaning. So and the most important in tarot reading is to make correct questions, because sometimes people who start reading tarot cards, they give incorrect questions. They are not very direct. Some of question very ambiguous. But the most important rule is the more direct the question is, the more direct the answer is. So like it is very, very important to put correct questions. So like it was I tell you about Arcana 0, the Fool, and then we go to the first Arcana on the both decks. I will show you the Magician. Look at him. What do you think? What does this card mean? So if we take the Fool was the person who had some idea actually, but he doesn't know where to go and doesn't know what to do. And actually the Magician, he's already understood that he has everything to achieve all his goals, and he's ready to take the whole situation under his own control. If we see on this on the table we have like the significators of 4 different air, water, fire, and tierra. In English, earth. Yes. So like the signification of earth is pentacles. The signification of water is a cup here. The signification of air is the sword, and the signification of fire is here the wand. So this Magician, he is a significator of us, of ourselves. And he shows us that we actually, if we want, if we really try, if we really take the situation under our control, we can achieve anything that we want. We just need to understand that actually we are the makers of our life, not someone else. And that's why he shows us that we need to start doing something exactly. But sometimes, like if I think you know that the card can be like in front position and in upturned position. If we see, like for example, the Magician in upturned position, it means some kind of either manipulator, some persons that can oblige others to do what he wants. So like if the card is in front position, it means that like the positive, the direct meaning, and if the card is in upturned position, it means that some negative sides of the card. So like be careful when the Magician is in upturned position. It can really indicate the manipulator. Sometimes when the Magician is surrounded by negative cards, but be in front position, it can be also like some kind of manipulator. So sometimes beware of the Magician. It could be a bit dangerous, but the positive meaning of the Magician is that we on our own, ourselves, can achieve everything that we want, and it's really great. So it was like the first Arcana, Magician. The second arcana, the High Priestess. Look at her. She's very, very, very calm, very quiet, and a bit mysterious. We don't know what she hides here behind her clothes, and she's in everything blue, and her clothes goes into water, and here on her head she has like 3 moons. So the signification of this card is actually a moon. It's very like female card, but it's like a kind of calm femininity, hidden femininity, and this High Priestess shows us that we need to there is a lot of hidden information, and which we need to discover. And here she has some kind of paper, and this paper has also a lot of different hidden information, and also this card is significant of a very, very strong intuition. And very often if we see this card in tarot reading, it means that there is a lot of hidden mysterious information that we need to discover. So it was a High Priest, and when it's a signification of a woman, it means that this woman she likes to be on her own. She doesn't need like a lot of man attention around her. She prefers to be really on her own and to read and discover new information. And she has also to do with some magic and something like this. So now we go to Arcana 3. Arcana 3 is the Emperatrice. So while their High Priestess was very calm and mysterious, and she didn't need like some kind of earth things, the Emperatrice is on the contrary, the significator of the Emperatrice is Venus. So like Emperatrice is everything about like female things on earth. So for example, it's about money, it's about fertility, it's about marriage. So if we see the Emperatrice, it means that the person like has an abundance in life, has a lot of money, a lot of financial income, and sometimes this card can be also the signification of pregnancy and so on and so forth. Arcana 4, Imperator, the Emperor. So the Emperor is like a pair of Imperatrice. So the Emperor has a lot of red clothes, and Emperor is very strict, very strong, and very often the Emperor is signification of power, of law, of all some kind of law structures, of strength, if we see this card in our tarot readings, that means that we need to behave like very strictly, and maybe to have some help to authorities, and only then we can control situation, and we need to really to control situation ourselves. So this card is really like very, very strong. The next Arcana, Arcana 5, is the High Priest. The High Priest often in tarot reading, it often says about some kind of different collaborations, different when some like tutor tells information to people who like are his pupils, his trainees, and this card shows us that we need to learn some new information from someone who already knows it. Sometimes also this card can, together with different cards, sometimes the high priest can tell us about marriage, about some kind of these happy things in our lives. The next Arcana 6, the Lovers. So the first thought that everyone can have while looking at this card can be, oh, lovers, this is signification of love, of relationships. But yes, it's one of meaning, but actually the most important meaning of this Arcana Major with lovers is the choice. So we need to do the choice. So on this card is depicted the biblical sujet, Adam and Eve in the garden. And in this garden there is a tree with an apple that Eva shouldn't have eaten. And this card actually depicts the situation of whether she would eat this apple or not. Actually this card tells us about the choices that we have to do. And sometimes, very often, like for example, for a man, it's the choice of whether to start living with a woman or to continue living with his mother or on his own. So this card, the Lovers, like love is not the first meaning of this card. The first meaning of this card is the choice. And if, for example, we see the Lovers in unturned position, it means that the person doesn't want to make this choice actually, and that's why the situation gets a bit harder. So, and the next Arcana Major is the Chariot. Arcana 7, the Chariot. So the choice is already made. And the very, very fast and very strong movement has begun. So this card sometimes shows us a lot of different trips, a lot of different journeys, but also one of the most important meaning of this card is that the person controls his own life, controls his own movement, controls the flow of his life, and controls both the dark. Look, if you see, there is one dark swings and one white swing, so controls both the good and the bad and his life. Then the 8th Arcana is the Force. I love this Arcana, actually the Force, it's one of my most favorite Arcana. So the Force here, the woman controls the line only with the help of her mind. So this card is about not about physical force, not about being aggressive. No, this card is about a soft force, the soft force, and it's more about female force. You know that women often control men, but without aggression, without power, just being smart enough and emotionally stable. So this card is actually about it. It's about controlling the situation softly and wisely. And also in different, when we make some kind of love tarot reading about love, about relationships, this card can mean very strong attraction, like to someone, from a man to a woman, or from a woman to a man. I love this card, actually, it's great. And the next card. And actually, each tarot card has some kind of astrological equivalent. So the card Force, the astrological equivalent was a Venus or Moon in Leo. So I have both. I have Venus in Leo and Moon in Leo. And the next card is the Hermit. And actually the Hermit, the astrological equivalent of the Hermit is those who have a sun in Virgo, and those who were born on 9. Actually, I was born on 9 of September. And And this card is also like kind of representation of me. So it's a very interesting combination, because from one side I have a lot of planets in Leo. I want to show myself to be bright, and on the other hand I have my significators as a hermit. So no, actually I love studying, I love being alone, but at the same time I love being between people. So you know, I think every person needs a balance. And no, I'm not only doing tarot cards, I'm doing also astrology. And when I look at the mental cards of different people, I often see that all people have so much controversial stuff, and it's so interesting, you know, to read natal charts of different people. It's because everyone is unique, really, everyone is unique, and based on our natal chart, we can know what path we should develop, what path we should go, in what spheres we can earn money, in what spheres can we be successful, and in what spheres, on the contrary, you will get nothing. So, back to our Arcana, Major Arcana 9, it's the Hermit. So the Hermit, it's actually not a bad card, but this card tells us that the person needs to be alone. The person needs to be alone. The person needs to study, to discover new information, to read a lot, and to find his path. To find really his path. So this hermit, he has like this light, and with this light he goes and he wants to discover his path, because he doesn't know where to go. He was going, but now he stopped, because he doesn't know where to go next. And it's very important to find own path next for future. And if we see, for example, the hermit in upturned position, it means that the person cannot find his own path anymore. And you know, the most important task when we see the cards in upturned position, it's to make them front. It's the first very important task. So after the hermit, we see the wheel of fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, some people think that Wheel of Fortune is the card about fortune, but yes, it's one of the meaning. But the most important meaning of the Wheel of Fortune is some lessons from universe, from karma, that we need to fulfill. So, and sometimes when we see the Wheel of Fortune in upturned position, it means that the person every time the person cannot learn the same lesson, and that's why the person has the same lesson again and again and again. So that's why this card shows us that the person needs to learn lesson to find his path. So on Hermit, on the previous Major Arcana, the person found his path, he understood where he should go next, and on this card he should start actually moving there. And by finding his path, by moving exactly his own path, not the path of someone else, the person will get success. And also, like the fortune, the universe will help him. So, this was like the analysis of first 11 arcans of tarot deck. I hope you liked and enjoyed this video. And the analysis of 11 other arcans of the tarot deck I will show you in the next video. So please subscribe our channel and share it with your friends. I will be very happy to make new videos for you. Bye! Have a great day!